Redmi Note series has always been one of the best-selling series for Redmi, and this right here is the all-new Redmi Note 15 SE that just launched on Flipkart. By the way, SE stands for Special Edition, but what exactly is special in this phone? Well, I'll tell you everything, the good, the bad, and if there's any hidden catch. Let's get started. First of all, let me tell you what all you get in the box. There's obviously the phone, which we'll get to in a bit. Then there's a 45-watt charger, a Type A to C cable, a black case, and a SIM ejector tool. But when I unwrapped this wrapper and saw the phone for the first time, I was like, wow, it does look pretty. I mean, this color and this vegan leather texture on the back already looks very premium, but this subtle golden accent on the frame as well as the camera module, well, it just complements the design very well. They're calling it the Crimson Reserve color, and it's definitely my favorite, but there are two more options to choose from. It's quite slim at just 7.35 mm, the weight is also well in control, and these curves on the corners and the sides, well, they just add to the comfort while holding the phone even for long hours. Now what matters the most is durability, and that is also taken care of. It's IP66 rated for dust and water resistance, you also get military grade certification, and there's Xiaomi glass protection on the front. So yeah, even if you're clumsy, it won't judge you. On the front, you get a big and bright curved AMOLED panel. It's a 6.77-inch panel with 3200 nits of peak brightness, and it refreshes at 120Hz. And since it's a 12-bit panel, the colors look very vibrant, so watching movies and shows is an absolute treat. And for brightness, it gets bright enough outdoors and dim enough for nighttime scrolling, so no struggles whatsoever. You also get optical fingerprint scanner here, which works fine. And if you're wondering about edge rejection on the curved panel, I'm happy to report that there were no accidental touches throughout my usage, and it was behaving quite well. For speakers, you get dual stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos support, and they do get loud enough, so no issues there as well. The only thing that could have been better is the sound separation and the clarity at loud volumes, but otherwise it's good enough. By the way, one more thing that you should know is that there's no HDR support on both Netflix and YouTube, but otherwise it's great for watching reels, IPL matches, you get the idea. Let's talk performance now. The Redmi Note 15 SE is powered by Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 with up to 8GB of LPDDR4X RAM and 256GB of UFS 2.2 storage. In benchmarks, it scores more than 8 lakhs in Antutu, and these are the scores in Geekbench and 3D Mark. In day-to-day usage, this phone glides through everything. The apps open fast, scrolling stays smooth, and even while multitasking with Android Auto running in the background, I did not notice any random crashes. And yeah, there's proper app opening and closing animations too, which is nice. And if you're wondering how well this can handle games, well, it's just limited to 60 FPS in BGMI. And even though Call of Duty shows 90 FPS, it's playing at 60 FPS only. I really wish Redmi gives higher FPS support with an update. Now, speaking of updates, the Note 15 SE comes with HyperOS 2 out of the box, but the interesting thing is that right after the setup, the phone got HyperOS 3 update, so now it's on the latest build. And even after this update, there are still 3 more years of OS updates and 6 years of security patches. Features wise, you all know how packed HyperOS is. There's Hyper Island and lock screen customization, and for AI tools, you get AI Erase, AI Bokeh, AI Sky, and they all work quite well. And if you're in Xiaomi ecosystem, features like screen sharing, notification sync, and shared clipboard are genuinely useful. And if you're wondering about haptics, they are decent, but they are not integrated everywhere. You also get some pre-installed apps and glass lock screen here, but you can uninstall the apps easily and disable the glass lock screen as well. Now let's talk about the cameras. There's a single 50MP main camera with no OIS, a 2MP depth sensor, and a 20MP selfie camera. In daylight, photos come out decent. Colors are slightly boosted, dynamic range is okayish, but the details are a bit on the softer side. Night shots are also similar, but sometimes you can get good photos like this. Portraits are pretty good with decent edge detection and natural looking skin tones. And selfies from the 20MP camera have nice colors too. In videos, you can shoot up to 4K 30fps on the main camera, but they are not very stable. But at 1080p, you get EIS, and it manages things pretty well. If I talk about the battery, you get a 5800 mAh battery with 45-watt charging support and 18-watt reverse wired charging. In my usage with Instagram, gaming, watching videos, and a lot of calls, this easily lasted a full day with 20% battery still left. And charging it fully takes around 1 hour 15 minutes, which is not bad. For connectivity, there are 7 5G bands, and in my testing, the connectivity was fine with both Airtel and Jio. You also get a hybrid SIM slot, so you can either use 2 SIMs or a SIM and a microSD card up to 1 TB. Other than that, you get a Wi-Fi 5, Bluetooth 5.1, Air Blaster, but there's no NFC here. Finally, let's talk about the pricing. The Redmi Note 15 SE starts at 17,999 on Flipkart with bank discounts. For the price, you are getting a premium looking phone with good display, there's stereo speakers, long software support and decent day-to-day performance. Sure, UFS 3.1 storage and a better camera setup could have been better, but with how phone prices have been going up lately, this one still makes a lot of sense under 20,000 rupees. Now, what do you think about this phone? Tell me in the comments, and if you guys have any questions about the phone, feel free to ask us in the comments and we'll answer them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.